Hey, happy weekend. Happy Friday. Today's collective card reading is going to be timeless. So whenever you come across this on your page, it's meant for you. Okay, so something is like going off in the background already over there. Whenever I hear like honks or bells or sounds, it's just like a double confirmation for me. So yeah, let's just get into it. It's happening again. What does the collective need right now? I keep hearing it's okay to wait. Hold on. Let me try this again. Keep hearing it's okay to wait. It's okay to wait. It's okay to wait. I feel like there's like decisions that are like needing to be made at this time. Or okay, for some people you'll connect to this. Like I always say, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. This is just making me feel like for some people, like I keep hearing deal gone wrong. Now, that's not necessarily anything like negative. This is just kind of like what you thought was going to go your way isn't, or kind of like when someone gets an offer and they think that the offer is like going to be like this, but then it's like this. So the reason why I keep hearing it's like it's okay if you like it's okay to wait is kind of like it's okay to wait to see if you have other options, because I feel like for some of you this like job opportunity or like this contract or this like opportunity is going to fall into your lap. It makes me feel like when you jump at something and you think you're like, okay, I got to take this now, because if I don't take this, then maybe this is not going to happen for me, or maybe I'm not going to get another opportunity. But I also feel like this specific thing I'm talking about, like you don't feel in your soul that like it doesn't feel in complete alignment with you. And so like I've said this before, if you are not lit up with joy about a project, an offer, whatever it is, an event, something, but like if you're not lit up by it, it's okay to wait, and it's okay to say no, and it's okay to look around, because I do feel like there's like, yeah, I do feel like there's other things that are coming for you. So like I get the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, and this just makes me think of like worry around it not happening again, or this opportunity doesn't knock twice, or so you feel like you should have to take it. And for some people, they feel like this is like a physical move. So like moving houses or moving for work, whoever that's meant for, you're being told to kind of like look over the fine print, look at everything, check in with yourself and see how you feel, because when you do that, you get the Magician. So this is like total alignment and things that are supposed to be coming to you. And this is the stuff that you're like waiting for. And I feel like this is like a big job. I keep seeing a big job, a big opportunity, a big job, a big client for some people, the big move. So again, moving for work, but I feel like to get to like this aligned action here, you have to get you have to like, okay, so I don't know if you can hear that, but it's like going off. You have to allow yourself to say no. And when you want to say no, and not beat yourself up for it, because I feel like some of you have already said no, and then you're like oh my God, I feel like someone needs to use their throat chakra more, or speak up for what they want. But I feel like with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, it's like for some of you, it's like outside looking in. I should have taken that opportunity. I should have like done this. That could have been me. And like, you know, comparison is a thief of joy. So I feel like this is kind of like reminding you of, just because it looks this way on the outside with that person doesn't mean that that's what it's like. You're only perceiving something the way that you see it and the way you're interpreting it. It's kind of like, you know, social media. Not everything is real and accurate and true on there. And sometimes it can be hard to decipher the difference, but this is where you like listen to yourself and listen to your intuition and listen to your gut. And you don't have to search outside yourself to try and find the answer. Like, you have the answer within. And I feel like the deeper you go, the deeper things are going to flow. So I feel like there's things around psychic abilities and mediumship abilities and like connection to spirits or like astral realm that are kind of opening up at this time right now. And it's because you are disconnecting yourself from the stuff that you don't need to be connected to, but you're also really sitting with yourself and tuning in. And a friend of mine was talking about like being their own best friend or learning how to be their own best friend. So I feel like I need to like share that here, because that's the energy that this is giving me, of like being okay with you and being okay and sitting with yourself and the decisions you've made and the choices you've made, and you know, the grief you're going through, grieving old relationships, grieving friendships. I feel like that's a really big thing that's happening right now. Yeah, trying not to hold on to something that's like not working. This was like falling out in the reverse, but this is, I'm gonna read it kind of both ways. It's like I'm holding on to these things. I'm holding on to this like this fear, this like I'm afraid to maybe let this thing go, because you know, then everything is like real, and then I have to, it's almost like wanting to step into your power and your full potential, but being afraid to do that, but like having like a visceral reaction, like feeling it physically. I don't know who that connects to here, but I feel like it's something in your body is telling you. Have you ever been like around somebody who you've hung out with before and everything's fine, but like all of a sudden every time you see this person you start to get this like really weird physical feeling, like you could feel sick, you could feel icky, and you're just like, I don't know why the hell I'm feeling like this. This is crazy. Like this is so strange. But I feel like for some of you, you're really tapping into people's energy and really, really deep. So make sure, kind of like what I was doing before, make sure you're like cleansing. Make sure you're cleansing. Make sure you're grounding yourself. And like meditation is not the only way to ground. Like going for a walk, being in nature is really grounding. Sitting with a book is really grounding. You know, your salt baths, I will always say, and I can't remember if I said that in the last reading, but I feel like if I did, this is coming up again, and just a reminder of like taking care of your home, not just your physical home, your body, taking care of yourself in that regard, because like death and transformation is just around the corner. And like a lot of you this year are, it's literally like dying and then rebirthing a new version of yourself. But like this is like connected to your higher self. So some of you who've been like doing more higher self meditations, higher self like connection, whether that's through dreams, journaling, like however you're trying to connect to your higher self or kind of like embody your higher self, I feel like these are good follow-up questions to ask yourself, whoever this connects to, that like how would my higher self deal with this issue I'm having? How would my higher self look? how would they talk? What would they be wearing? What would they be enjoying? And like really starting to embody that, but like connect this to here and bringing it down into you, meaning bringing your higher self into you, so where you both connect together, because you are connected, and it, these beautiful things are happening for you, but it's kind of like if you keep getting stuck in this, and I can take this message to myself, you know, you kind of put a stop to this, which is so beautiful. And it's needed. It's needed, and it's time. And you know, I feel like there's like a ton of people, like a shit ton of people who are like trying to manifest, and obviously like manifesting is also the energy and the action you take behind the stuff, right? So it's like all of these working parts together to kind of push you and propel you forward. But I feel I feel like there's like a wall, and like I also connect to this too. Like I feel like there's a wall that you're like hitting, or you can't go around, or there's not a door in the wall, or like you're trying to find like a crack in the pavement or something. And I really do feel like, you know, the number 8 is significant. I can say like within the next 8 months, it's going to be different for everyone, but you're going to be cracking through that wall like big time. And that like, yes, I love this so much. I love this so much. Okay, yes, the 3 of Cups, like this is like friendships and connections and collaborations, and like I was talking about being your own friend, but like being your own friend, but also finding your people and people that you align with. If you've been kind of in this energy of like feeling isolated, or feeling like you're not gonna meet anybody, or you're not going to connect to people, or you feel so disconnected, like I do feel like this is what's waiting for you around the corner. But like this needs to happen first before this beautiful